All right, so guys, thank you for jumping on. Eric, really appreciate you coming on and sharing some time with us. This is a Making the City Smaller update, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Appreciate it, man.
Just to kind of set the table and bring us everyone up to speed. So in 2020, we had the opportunity to meet up with you and saw all the cool things that you're doing in the community. You were kind enough to come on and share your story with us. We learned so much about you and really felt what you were doing at a level where we wanted to get involved. We came out and did a little bit of work and handed out some turkeys during the turkey drive. Got to see an intimate level of who you were and deepened our relationship. During the time of our conversation, telling their story, Mike had an idea associated with giving some sneaks and cleats out to kids in need. And you guys really took it in and put it into motion in 21. And I wanted to just get you guys to tell your story, your version of what happened since that idea came into inception and bring us up to current time, if you could.
I look back on that call we had, Eric, and I totally put you on the spot with, hey, we should do a Sneaks and Cleats donation. And you embraced it. The other thought was gently used, lightly used, whatever you want to call it, equipment. And I figured we'd raise, collect dozens of shoes, maybe hundreds if we were getting real ambitious. And then you came up with a different concept, and that was new. And so I'm going to stop talking and let you kind of pick up where we left off.
Yeah, well, first off, I just want to thank both of you guys. With the going back to the Thanksgiving drive, with both of you guys being there helping out and supporting, and then all the events we do, nothing, happens with 2, 3, 4 people. It's, we have groups of people come and help out. I mean, people hit me up on social media and ask, can they just come by and lend a hand? So it's really the community of Syracuse and surrounding areas coming together just from an idea that we started. And really that's all it all happens and comes together. But as far as this sneaker/cleat drive that we have going on, Mike, you were the guy who initiated it. And then anytime I hear about something like that, or it's almost like a challenge to me, like, all right, let's, how can we get this thing going? Who do we got to get involved? Who do we got to hit up to, start get the parts moving into motion? And again, anytime we're able to help out, especially the youth in our community, I talked about it, on Bridge Street last week, Mike, that Syracuse is, I think, 49% poverty rate. And it's leading the country, per capita of our city. So it's something that's near and dear to my heart. I've been in the community for a long time, and I've seen the neighborhoods and I've seen the need for these things. And it's me, you, Pete coming together, and then reaching out to other people and coming together. And like you said, at first it was just gently used or gently worn shoes that we're looking for. But then it was like, man, let's really try to get these sponsors on board, get some companies on board so we can get brand new, fresh out the box sneakers and cleats for these kids. It's just a whole different feel. I know it's just a whole different thing for these kids to see and have. And, I reached out to a few companies, and I'm lucky to be pretty good friends with Crawford, who was at Bankers Healthcare Group and Financial. And right away he jumped on board. He was like, what can I do to help? And I was like, kind of gave him the breakdown of what we're doing. We're trying to get 300 to 500 brand new pairs of shoes. All right, I'll take care of it. This is, here, let me know, where to write the check to and when. And then we've gotten people online, donate some money here and there, and, a couple other donations. So we'll have about, 300 to 400 brand new pairs of shoes and cleats on top of the, like you said, Mike, the gently worn that we're going to get. Who knows how many we'll have, but just again, man, just a bunch of people in the community who care about their community, who want to help out, getting together, grinding through some ideas, trying to get the parts moving. And here we are, close to an event May 21st, at Brighton Academy, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think it means a lot more when all the hard work that you put into it and everything that went behind the scenes, and different relationships and different people you have met. That makes it even better. So I'm really looking forward to the event, and I'm thankful for both of you guys for helping out and supporting as always.
Real quick, when we're talking about the who associated with this event, so you mentioned Bankers Healthcare Group. Can you mention a few of the other sponsors that are playing a part in making this thing happen?
In no particular order, certainly our drop-off donation partners, that would include the MOST, the Museum of Science and Technology, Holbrook Heating and Air Conditioning, Printing and Promotional Solutions, big shout out to our friend Todd, Elite Wealth Management Group, VIP Structures, Platform Lacrosse Academy, big shout out to Dylan and his team. Again, these are locations that you can drop off gently used or lightly worn footwear. Our friend Dan Holdridge, who's with BSN Sports, Dan stepped right in, and he's a kid who grew up in the city of Syracuse. This is, as you say, near and dear to his heart. He doesn't want any accolades, but Dan, sorry, I'll ask for forgiveness instead of permission to mention your name on this. An event like this can't be pulled off without actually having an event coordinator and a planning company. So thank you, Pete and Bernadette Ward from Penview Events and Media. You guys are going to take all our great ideas and make us look good and organized at the event itself. We're going to need tents, tables, chairs. We're going to need traffic flow. We're going to need coordination. So thank you to Penview. I also want to take a moment and thank a couple folks that I work with from our marketing team, Caroline Darcy, our intern, who happens to be my daughter, Cassie. Those two have really stepped up. Caroline came up with the graphic design of the promotion. She's a whiz, and when we want to do a tweak, we'll be doing emails and, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? And she's like, 5 minutes later, she sends an edited version. So thank you to Caroline. Thank you to my employer for letting us use some bandwidth during the day to help promote this great cause. So in addition to our local sponsors, I want to have Eric speak to our beneficiary, the partner we brought in, the 501c3, the Heart and Tay Train Foundation. So Eric, if you want to share some thoughts about that, that'd be great.
We talked about it on Bridge Street. Without them, we wouldn't be able to get any of these donations. That's the nonprofit that is connected to this event. So a big shout out to Latavius Murray, Michael Poyer, Mike Hart for backing this event and letting the Heart and Tay Train Foundation be a part of it.
And thank you. That's your relationship and your ability to get those guys to listen to us, and they immediately embraced us, which is amazing to have a 501c3 beneficiary. In the same token, I think if we're giving accolades out, Eric, we gotta thank the school district. We needed their involvement, quite frankly, to help us identify the recipients, help us use a venue to put it right at one of the local schools in the neighborhoods, and have the ability to go inside if we need to. Hopefully the weather will be great in May. So the school staff and the athletic department is amazing.
All right, so guys, if we're looking at the who, what, when, where, how, right? So the what
is, we're going to be collecting and through sponsorships and donations, the ability to provide 300-400 pairs of new sneaks and or cleats to give to our 7th grade through 12th grade students in the Syracuse City School District.
All right, the when.
The event, Pete, is going to be Saturday, May 21st from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Perfect. And the where.
The event will be held at Brighton Academy at 309 West Brighton Avenue in Syracuse, New York. For those of you that are familiar with the city, a lot of folks are familiar with that school, formerly known as Danforth.
All right, and we already mentioned the who, which is all the sponsors, and the big one, as far as I'm concerned, and this one I think we should go to Eric on this, is the why. Eric, why are we doing this?
I think that just the need in the city for footwear, for young athletes to, have that confidence to where they can go out there and compete at a high level and feel good about it, and we talked about the poverty rate, the child poverty rate here in Syracuse is, one of the top in the nation, which is, if you really take a second to sit back and think about, is wild, right here in our city, it's the child poverty rate is #1 in the country, per capita. So, just anything that we could do, to be able to help our youth and give back, and this particular event is through the sneaks and cleats, and hopefully just these kids can, get confidence, and from there take it to a whole nother level. And that's why we're doing it, because there's a huge need in this community, and we're right here in this community.
But quite frankly, I'm super excited to be at that event on May 21st and seeing the recipient of the kid grabbing the box of shoes and smiling and then opening it up like Christmas.
Guys, I really appreciate you guys taking this time to talk about what you're doing. I'm proud of both of you. I'm proud to be a part of it. So appreciative of you guys.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you for all the support, and let's keep it rolling, man.
I agree. Look forward to what we're going to do in the future.
Awesome. You too.
All right, be good. Have a good day.